If you're just like me and you're scrolling through Marvel Rivals content and you're seeing nothing but leaks and exploitive content and people telling you how to play the game, stick around, man. Yeah, I think you'll like what I have to say, or at least want to hear me out. So diving right into it, it's not that leaks are really that bad of a thing. It's just that that's literally the vast majority of the content that you see when you look up Marvel Rivals. Is heavily associated with leaks. And that's not to say that the devs don't like that or aren't putting that in the air. Who knows? You know, who really knows? It's like it kind of sucks away a bit of excitement for like what's to come, because like a lot of games have that like excitement and then some games don't. Like Fortnite, everyone's always looking at the leaks for Fortnite and they're like, okay, yeah, they know what's coming. You know, it's no excitement. You know what it is. You know what you're gonna spend your money on. And I think that's one of the pros to the leaks, is that you know what it is you're gonna be spending your money on ahead of time. But when it comes to like the community in the game, me personally, I feel that people want to have that curiosity of like, oh, what's coming next? Who's gonna be the next character to drop? They don't want those leaks so much. No shade to any of the creators who create that exploitive type content for the community, but I just feel like there's no creative ownership. It's just everyone reporting the same stuff. You know, it's like a funnel. It'll go to YouTube, TikTok, and it'll funnel down to like Instagram, Facebook, all these other social media platforms. And it's just a bunch of recycled content. And then like the funny content that you do see is just other people like stealing clips from other people. It's like no one just wants to be organic. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. And me being someone that grew up watching gaming YouTubers, a lot of them, I won't go down a list and name them, but like you see the person, you connect with the person, and then you connect with the content and the games that they play. But now it's like that connection is gone. It's just like, it's like the news for gamers almost. It's like everyone is just the news for gamers. You know what I'm saying? Or they're just telling you what to do, aka how to play the game. When I look at the content space for other games such as Fortnite and Overwatch, I'm really pleased, and I'm really surprised more so with Overwatch than I am with Fortnite. But like, I'm really pleased that the content space for those games, you got so many amazing creators like actually creating good content. You have voice actors on both sides, then you have like people in the creative map space like working diligently to create really good content overall. And I think that's dope. And I think that Rivals has so much opportunity, if not more, than both of those games combined to create amazing content. There are a few people doing it big in the content space for Marvel Rivals. They don't get enough love. Like Punk Child, she's really dope. I like what she's doing. There are a few other people as well. Like I said, I won't waste too much time going down a list, but Punk Child is definitely one of those people who's taking it to another level with their content, for sure. And I really don't want this to come off as like I'm holier than thou, or my content is better than yours, or this is the right content to make the content you're making is wrong. I won't say that, and who am I to even dare to say that? What I am saying is that I scroll through YouTube and other social media platforms and I see the content and I see the potential, and I see a lot of small creators, and every time I see a small creator posting Rivals content, I subscribe, I follow, I like, I engage, and I give them that because I want to see the content space thrive. Like, you know, that one subscriber you get may be exactly what you need to keep you going, and to motivate you to post better content, because that's what helps me push and post better content. Like when I get likes, when I see the views on YouTube, I'm just like, okay, this is motivation. You know, I need to lock in. I just want to see the content space thrive and become more entertaining, because I know it can be. There is way too much source material for there not to be really, really good content with Marvel Rivals. Like, we can really take this to the next level if we wanted to. This could feed generations for as long as we wanted to. Another thing I really want to add to this is that creativity in this content space is so crucial, because if we're not being creative with the content that we produce, it's going to get to a certain point where the game has no awe, no interest, because everything is revealed. Nothing's really entertainment. Like I said, it's all just exploitative content. Everyone's just digging through game files and finding information here and there. And I'm sure sometimes the devs leave it there and other times they don't intend for things to be leaked. But that's really the main space right now. It's like really important for us to stay creative, because as long as we are, we'll always have good content to watch and we'll inspire each other in the content space. I feel personally that if I see someone making really good content, like I want to collab with them and do stuff with them, and maybe even get inspired by their videos. I just feel like we need to challenge ourselves and each other to be more creative. Now, when it comes to rank, genuinely, I feel like it is such a waste of time. You don't really get rewarded for it. And at this point, let's be real, man. Let's call it a spade a spade. Marvel Rivals rank has just become a 9 to 5 on the video game. And that's just the reality of it. I'm not gonna poo on people for playing rank, to each their own. But this is from someone who was on the grind rank from, I think halfway through season 0, maybe beginning of season 1. And I was doing so good. I was barely having issues. Sometimes I would struggle with not playing when I got into losers queue, but I was doing so well. And I stopped. I just realized that it was a pointless grind. And now looking back, I see all my friends that made it to GM and beyond, and I'm just like, that's what's up, that they stuck it out and kept going. And I came to the realization that ranked really isn't for me. I know that I can compete on the highest levels. I just know that the mental toll and the amount of effort you have to put into that, and the hours you have to put into it to stay on top of metas, to stay at your top spot, it's it loses an element of fun for me. And I think that side of things is boring. It's just you're grinding, you're worried about elo, less about fun, and you're tilting. And I know people have all these tips and ways and mindsets that you need to have, but it's really hard not to tilt on Rivals. I think everyone knows that, but especially in rank though, because it's kind of like your baby. Your rank is your baby almost, or your job, something you take serious. I know that's how a lot of people feel about it, because they get overly competitive. They get so upset about it. So you feel some passion for it. If you can't stay in a good headspace about it, clearly this shit isn't good for you, realistically speaking. And the content space for it is mostly just boring and dead, and people raging, and it's toxicity. And I get maybe that's part of the calm, and I no shame in the game, no judgment here, that's cool, that's part of it. I ain't trying to shun or shame nobody, but to me that shit just lame. I ain't even gonna lie, it's just lame to me. But I'm not gonna harp on that too long. Moving right along, I just feel the content of this is how you should play the game, this is who you should main, you're playing such and such wrong. I genuinely just feel that content is lazy as fuck. Let's just be real. I just feel it's lazy. I don't know. It's oh, I know how to play the game, you guys don't. This is what you're doing wrong. This is why you guys suck. You know what I'm saying? I'm you're assuming a lot. Not for nothing, you don't know that your playstyle is going to translate well for everybody. Now, shout out to the coaches that have experience in coaching people and know what it takes to play at high levels on video games. Shout out to them. People like Shotty, a few others, the Hulk coach, the coach Hulk, I forgot his full name. People like that who have experience and knows what it takes to compete at the highest of levels. Okay, cool. You might can learn something from them, but I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the whole lot of YouTubers who are telling you how to play the game, and they're casuals just like you. It's bro, that's so lazy and so disingenuous. But again, I'm not shaming anyone. I'm just saying that the content space is just lame, bruh. It's just boring. We need to do better. That's all I'm saying. I have nothing else to add. I love y'all, man. Thanks for watching.